Hello, hello. I am ready to do a coronavirus reading. So, we all are wondering what's going on and what's going to happen. And I decided I would shuffle so that you could actually watch me from start to finish. Usually I put all the cards out and have them laid down and then just flip them. But I wanted you to be able to see the process of choosing cards too. So what I do is I fan my cards out. I'm trying to make sure that you can see them. So it'll be a little less of a spread it out than what I normally do. But I want you to be able to see the process from start to finish. It's March 15th, 2020. I've got some questions prepared. And then in the comments, if you have any particular questions, you can ask them. And if I have time, I will read for them. Okay, so let's see. We're going to have to go down this way. This is much tighter than I usually do, but I want you to be able to see how I pull cards, and there's no cheating and all that stuff, because I know some people think, oh, you have planned it out that way, and that is not the case. Don't know that I'm going to get all of them in here, but that's okay, because usually I get the cards that I need in the first few. So, with that said, we've got 3 other ones that I guess I can put them over here because you can still see them over there. All right, my first question is what is happening now? So let's see what the cards say about what is happening now. So what happens when I read tarot cards is that I get a warm feeling, or like I'm getting right here. It's kind of a magnetic feeling. And then I feel those 4 cards, or whatever, how many it is. And there's always one that feels like the one. So this is number 1. That is our what is happening now. Number 2, we're going to ask what's going to be the week to come. Week to come is, we already feel it over here. Okay, so let's pull these out. Spreading them out like this just helps me figure out which card, it's like a magnet feeling. Which card am I feeling that I need to pull? What's number 2? Week to come. And it's this one right here. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of put them on top of the other ones since I am running out of room here. Number 3 is going to be, what's the end of March looking like for us? So we're halfway through right now. What will the end of March look like here? I'm in Illinois, so I'm going to ask here, but we can guess about the United States from this too. I'm guessing it'll be different in different regions. So with that said, move those over just a smidge. What will late March look like? Okay, it's this one right here. All right, so we've got our 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go on to 4, which is, will we have restrictions or quarantines? A lot of people are wondering if we're going to get quarantined. So let's ask if that'll happen. What's going on with the restrictions or quarantines? Will we have those? Okay, I'm feeling in here. We're going to check out these 5 cards here and see what we get. Restrictions or quarantines? Tell me about restrictions or quarantines. Okay, we're going to go with that card there. Number 5 is what is happening in the body that kills people, because the cards can't exactly tell us, but they can give us hints. I don't do a lot of health readings, but sometimes the cards give a little bit of a hint. So let's see what, if anything, what is it that's killing people? What's actually happening in the body? So I get something right here. I'm getting a light feeling though, so that means this is not a very strong message. What is happening that's killing people? It's that one. Okay, number 6 is and 7. What do you need to survive? What do you need to know or do? What we need to know to survive, if you get it. What do you need to know to survive? I figured that is something a lot of people would want to know. What do you need to know to survive, if you get it? Okay, I'm getting something with these three right here. Again, I'm getting light. You need to know to survive. So I'm going to go with that one. When it's light, that tells me it's not a strong message, meaning there might not be a lot that you can do. What you need to know to survive, on your own anyway. What you need to know to survive. Okay. Let's see. What do you need to know to survive if you get the coronavirus? Okay. Number 7. Let's go to number 8. That is, what will summer be like? Because a lot of people are thinking that summer's going to be better. So let's see what summer's going to be like. If I were to get, the sun or something, a happier card, I would say maybe this is going to die down in the summertime. And if I get a darker card, I would say no, it's not going to die down in the summer. What will summer be like? All right, this is summer. And then I'm going to say, what will fall be like? Because a lot of people are saying it may die down in the summer and resurge in the fall. So let's see what the cards have to say on that. This is my 9th card. What will fall be like? Okay, I've got something here in one of these 3. What will fall be like? It's that one. But again, all of these are very light cards. Sometimes I get a very strong pull, and I'm getting a light pull. So we'll see how strong I guess I can't put it into words, but sometimes it is like, do this and this will solve your issue. These are helpful, I think, but I don't know that they're going to be the answer. Just so you can see. Okay. Number 1, we said what is happening now. And that's the Magician. So with the Magician, that means a lot of people are trying to find the right tools to fight this. A lot of work going on, a lot of study. People are gathering everything they have and trying to find the right, the answer. So they're using the tools they have to fight the virus. And that is a good reflection of what's going on. What's the week to come look like? That is Ace of Wands. So that tells me the week to come is okay. I think if I'm going back to this Magician, and that means to me that there's going to be some discoveries. He's holding this wand up in the air, and this wand is something new. Ace of Wands is something new. So that means to me that there's going to be a new discovery that I think is going to provide us with a little more strength in fighting this virus. Number 3, what will the end of March be? This is the Page of Pentacles. So Pentacles are a slower card, and a Page is a newer card. So the virus is still spreading. But I think with what we have learned, maybe we slowed it down just a bit, or what we're doing. This could be it's a new action. Wands are an action card. So a new action taken, and a Pentacle is a slow moving card. So a new action taken to slow it down, but it's still a Page is still a beginning card. So it's still beginning to spread, but slower with this action that's taken. Number 4, will we have restrictions or quarantines? And that is the Hermit. And the Hermit means staying at home, literally. So yes, you guys are going to be quarantined, and you are going to have restrictions on your movement for sure. You're going to be at home. I don't have a time frame for that. I'm not the best at time, but yes, expect that to happen in the future. What is happening in the body that kills people? I wanted to ask this because that should help people. We know it spreads throughout the family. This is 10 of Pentacles. So it's spreading throughout. We've got animals in there too. I'm showing that it's just spreading throughout families. being that this is a family too, maybe there's a genetic predisposition in certain people that they, something about their makeup makes certain people more susceptible to it, is what I'm going to say with that. And then it's spreading like wildfire throughout families. It's all those pentacles. This is a very happy, the pentacles remind me of the little virus. And the little virus is just throughout this card and throughout the family. So I want to say maybe it's, maybe there's a genetic predisposition in some people, but also just the fact that everybody's around each other that is happening in the body, that you're eating, you're drinking, you're spending time, you're touching, and that is spreading it, is what I see. I just see all these little pentacles, like little viruses. All right, let's move on to what we need to know to survive, because if you get it, you're going to want all the help you can get, right? So Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, she takes, swords are thoughts, and she is very much somebody who follows the wisdom that's out there. So she's very serious, the Queen of Swords. She doesn't mess around. So whatever wisdom you know about that people are saying, do this and it'll help, do that and it'll help. The Queen of Swords is a woman that does not mess around with her thoughts, and she thinks about it. Think about what you're doing. Think about all the things that people have told you to do, and make sure that you are following through. Queen of Swords is serious. Take it seriously. What else do we need to know to survive? That is the Pentacle, Ace of Pentacles. And that tells me that there's going to be some new, and we saw that here. There's going to be something new. It looks like maybe money, because the Ace of Pentacles is a financial card. Pentacles are. So I'm going to say that there's new investment into this. And because, in this card, this is a good card for what you need to know to survive. That there's going to be, I think, new discoveries. They're not going to come real fast, because the Pentacle is a little bit of a slower moving card. But do you see how everything here is very much alive? So I think that there will be some new discoveries coming. Not going to come real fast, but that are going to help people survive. It definitely is something new that comes along. And I'm very much drawn to these lilies. They are kind of a innocence, a pure, something that, like a new, I don't know, something that definitely keep yourself pure, keep yourself clean. That's where I'm going with that. I think these are things that most people know to do, but the cards are just saying, make sure that you do, because you don't want to mess around with this. Number 8, what will summer be like? A lot of people were saying maybe summer things would die off. So let's see if that does. And that looks real promising. We have the Ace of Cups. And again, now I've got 3 aces in this reading. And so 3 aces is very promising for something new. So I think things are going to change from our current state, and we are going to find a way to start fighting this virus with what I'm seeing here. Pentacles are emotions, water. So I think summer will be like, we're going to start feeling a little bit better. We're going to get out there and enjoy the sunshine a little bit more, and feel like there's a new kind of start for us. And we're going to take a breather. We're going to be able to go out to the lake and enjoy things. And I think things are going to get better for us. New discovery is what I'm seeing here. Again, I've got the white, the peace dove. Here I've got the lilies. So I'm seeing some peace will come to us in this time period. And last but not least, what will fall be like? Because people are saying, will this resurge in fall? So let's see what happens there. And fall, we get the Judgment card. So fall, that's not a real promising card because these people are rising out of coffins. And if you look at this card real well, we didn't get death, but I see maybe a judgment of the virus, but what more so what I see is that that I think it's going to resurge, unfortunately, in the fall. I mean, that's kind of what it looks like to me, that that is going to happen, and that people will be called home. That's kind of what's going on in this card. So I do see some new discoveries in there, but it's not. I think enjoy your peaceful summer, while you have it. But in the fall, it's going to get rough again, is what I'm seeing in this card. And it's, maybe it showed me this one instead of death just because there's multiple people dying here and being risen. So I wish I had some more cheerier news. We are fighting it, and I have the 3 aces, so I think that's that it's continuing the fight. These are promising aces, so I think we're going to make some headway here, but I don't think enough to stop some more real difficulties for our society in the fall. Enjoy your summer is all I can say to you. It looks like we will have a little bit of respite. Okay, I hope that is helpful to some of you.